you might ask why I'm at the Cape May Lewis Ferry. I'm on the Lewis side, Delaware, and this is a little mission I have to say goodbye to my father, whose remains are with me. I'm going to bike onto this ferry, and I'm going to do a little ceremony, very quick. I haven't figured out exactly what I'm going to say. At Cape May Point, which I'll get into a little more detail later about why I'm doing this. So I'm going to bike onto the ferry, and I'll have a little more to say on the ferry about what I'm doing. Well, here I am on the ferry. This is the New Jersey, and the reason I'm taking my father's remains to Cape May Point is that's a very fond family memory for me. It's a little foggy, as you can see. As a child, I went there every summer for a wonderful 3-week vacation with my brother and various family friends, other family members were right in that area as well. And to me, it's just a special place, and I know it's special to my father. We actually own land, which is a bit of a debacle, but unbuildable land, perhaps, at Cape May Point. So what I'm going to do is go ride my bike from the Cape May Ferry to Cape May Point, and then to the specific family beach that we used to hang out at. And then I'm going to, I still haven't quite know what I'm going to say, but just say goodbye to my dad. Send him to the knee deep. My father really loved to swim. He loved the ocean, and meant a lot to him. So I think this is a fitting way to say goodbye to him. It's really foggy, and so they're going to be playing or hitting the fog horn every 2 minutes to make sure we're hitting some drunk fishermen. And I should probably mention the date. It's March 17th. It's St. Patrick's Day. That has no special meaning. That's just why we came up with and it's 2012. So, yeah, there's nothing really special about it being St. Patrick's Day. It's just the day I'm doing this. It's a good time to get out of the city, avoid all the drivers, and, you know, with any luck, I'll be able to get into Cape May about 10:30, and then I'll take about 20 minutes, 25 minutes to bike down to Cape May Point. I might take a brief couple of videos of some important spots to my family, and then say goodbye to Dad, and then I'll take the 1 o'clock ferry back. So hopefully I'll be back in the road with 2 o'clock or so, and before the drivers hit the road. So anyhow, I'll touch again once I'm from New Jersey, and I'm truly hoping that all this fog just goes away. It's impressive right now, but I do think it's supposed to wear off. So until then, I'm hoping for a very uneventful ferry crossing here. Well, looks like we're in Cape May. It's pretty foggy still and chilly, but I'm going to ride off of this ferry in probably about 5 minutes, and then head on over to Cape May Point, which is this way. Yeah, I really can't see anything yet, but maybe on the trip back it'll burn off a little bit and we can see a little bit more of the landscape. Well, this probably doesn't require a lot of explanation, but here we are at Cape May Point, and it's going to take us right down Cape May Avenue and straight to the beach with a couple of quick stops along the way. Well, this doesn't really require any explanation for David Ellie and myself, but this is the cottage that we used to rent. And hey, surprise, for sale. Probably for a fair amount. Anyhow, well, of course people want something bigger than this place now, but anyhow. There's the little kitchen, and that's where Dad and Mom used to sleep, right there in that little room there. And then up there were 2 bedrooms connected. See, there's still no central air, but air conditioning. They didn't used to have that. Of course, it's hotter now. Global warming. Yeah, and the little backyard, and I wonder if there's still cactuses around. So, anyhow, lots of memories there. Hey, they have a little back porch now. I wonder how it's the same retro 1960s fabulous furniture inside. The rest of the street looks just about the same, I think. I don't see any major changes, really. Well, anyhow, on to the next point. Well, let's get some hoagies. I guess. Best New Jersey hoagies in the world, although under new ownership, of course. Here's the circle. And there's a familiar church, just recently painted. St. Agnes. This is St. Peter's by the Sea, which used a little paint, I think. But anyhow, my grandmother actually has made a portrait out of this, or a watercolor, and several we have amongst the family, and it just means a little bit to our family. And this is the entrance to the beach that my family used to spend all of its time at. It's a little more woody than it used to be, but I think they probably tried to do some environmental reclamation of some kind. So anyhow, I'm going to just walk up here so we can take a look at the ocean together. I haven't walked this particular path in a really long time, and therefore I just don't really remember how long it is anymore. Not super long. Hopefully I can keep this narrative going and maintain everyone's interest. Oh, this is new. I have a little lookout thing over here. So I'm going to walk up to the lookout. Oh, boy, isn't that pretty? Really, really pretty. Okay, here's the big reveal. This is the beach we used to hang out as kids all the time. Over there is the retreat for the nuns. Oh, there's a nunnery. And then over there is the lighthouse, still obscured in the fog. But, well, some kids playing. Seagulls. And this all looks the same. Isn't that pretty? Great way to grow up. Alright, see you in a bit. Well, here we are. Actual right point of the water here. By the way, you can now see Cape May Point Lighthouse. Here, I'll let you see it. And it's showtime for my father here. I'm going to open the bag, which is not super easy to do one-handed. I really am not sure what to say, except this was a special meeting for my father and my family, and I really miss you, Dad. I miss you more than I thought I would, actually. So, yeah. Enjoy your time. Switch the shot here. So anyhow, I love you, Dad, and I'm going to just pour you in. We'll get you a little closer for the rest of it. Goodbye, Dad. See you sometime. Bye. Well, here is St. Mary's by the Sea, which is a Episcopalian nunnery. It's a retreat for them. And we're going to get a little closer to the Cape May Point Lighthouse and then the fort. And then I have to head back to the ferry. Well, here we are with the Cape May Point Lighthouse. Built in the 1880s, I think, although this has been rebuilt. And a shot of the World War II fort that my brother and David Carpenter and I would play on, breaking every possible conceivable law while doing that that you could think of. You know, it's used to actually have the water, the sea, go underneath. It was losing its pilings. It was going to all fall in. And now, due to land reclamation or beach reclamation, that's really ensconced now on the ground. But you used to hike up the sides of it and run around like idiots. Thank God we never got killed. We did go in there once, looked for buried treasure a couple times. Dad went in with us once. So, another family memory. Survived childhood and made it to become a semi-functioning adult. Over there is the rest of Cape May. You can kind of see it. Oh, it's starting to get nicer. A little nicer out there. And time-wise, I gotta head back, actually, if I'm going to catch the 1 o'clock ferry. But one more look at the ocean here, and I think I'll have to head on my way. Well, so I'm saying goodbye to Cape May, and going to go across the Delaware Bay and back to Rehoboth, and my very, very close friends and people, and so I just gotta say goodbye to Cape May, a fond farewell. We might be able to see a little bit more of Cape May. Well, not really. Guess it's just a little too foggy for it. You can see Cape May Point Lighthouse a little bit. So, anyhow, got a chance to say goodbye to Dad the way I wanted to when I was ready to say goodbye, so I feel good about that. And this little excursion is now completed.